Two brothers invented 3 movies that never existed, then sent the government a bill for making them. Whispers. The 8. Violence. Films you have never seen, because they were never real. And it very nearly worked. Meet Craig Rees and Carl Rees, 2 brothers from Warwickshire in England. On paper, they ran film production companies. In reality, they ran a paperwork machine, and the product it manufactured was fraud. Here is the scheme they exploited. The UK government offers something called film tax relief. It is a genuinely good idea. When a real production company spends real money making a real British film, the state gives some of that money back, to keep the film industry alive and jobs in the country. The system runs on trust. You show the tax office your production costs, your invoices, your evidence that a film was actually made. They check the paperwork, and they pay out. The whole thing assumes the movies on the forms are real movies. The Rees brothers understood something dangerous about that assumption. If the government pays out based on paperwork, then the easiest thing to fake is not a film. It is the paperwork. So that is what they did. They set up film production companies. They drew up documents for 3 productions. And they submitted forged paperwork to the tax office, claiming production costs on films that were either wildly inflated, or completely fabricated. The numbers are staggering. Over roughly 4 years, starting in October 2011, they tried to claim around £542,000 in film tax relief. On top of that, they went after another £484,000 in VAT repayments. More than £1 million of public money, chased with invented movies. Think about what that money was supposed to do. Film tax relief exists to back genuine filmmakers. Real crews. Real cameras. Real jobs in a real industry. Every pound the Rees brothers tried to steal was a pound taken from the exact people the scheme was built to support. Eventually, Revenue and Customs pulled the thread. Investigators looked past the forms and asked the obvious question nobody at the tax office had asked in time. Where are the films? And the answer was that there were no films. There was only a stack of convincing lies on official letterhead. It went to Birmingham Crown Court, where prosecutors described the scheme as staggering and audaciously dishonest. And here is the detail that tells you exactly how brazen these men were. Craig Rees absconded partway through his own trial. He simply stopped showing up. The court convicted and sentenced him in his absence. Between them, the 2 brothers were jailed for a combined 14 years. Not a fine. Not a slap on the wrist. 14 years, for movies that only ever existed on paper. Now here is the part that should stay with you. This was reported as a one-off. A quirky HMRC press release about some fake films. But the real lesson is bigger. Any subsidy that pays out on documents alone can be looted by someone willing to forge the documents. The film relief was just the door they happened to walk through. Whispers. The 8. Violence. 3 titles, 0 films, 1 very real prison sentence. The industry a subsidy was meant to protect got robbed by 2 men who never picked up a camera. This is commentary and opinion, for educational purposes. This is unfiltered reality. Subscribe for the stories hidden in plain sight.